Hello my dear students, this is Akash HD and welcome to the ESG Physics classes. Hope so doing really great. Students, so in this class we are going to learn the derivation of electric field intensity on the axis of the charge ring, and after that you know what we are going to do? We are going to see the cases also. Okay students, so let's see here. So the thing is electric field intensity on the axis of uniformly charged ring. So let's see please what is written here, the data. Let charge Q is uniformly distributed on a ring of radius R in YZ plane. EFI at point P on the x-axis due to charge dq is given by. Why charge dq and all that? Because you know very well whatever formula we know due to the electric field, that is applicable for the which charge? Point charge. But here what we have to do, the charge is distributed on the ring. This is a continuous charge distribution. That means here we have to do the integration and all that. Na? So only we have written dq and all. Okay, so first learn the basics here. This is x, this is y, this is z here, and this is my origin. Now the ring is where? The ring is in which plane? YZ plane. Let me draw here the ring like this. Some ring is there. I have drawn here. And the radius of the ring, how much here? The radius of the ring I have taken r. And you know how the charge is distributed on the ring? Like this. Now let's distribute the charge here. How much charge on the ring? Let's see please. How much written? Small q charge is there. Here small q charge is there. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to take one observation point here. This is the observation point, my point P. Now here we want to calculate the electric field. So here we have to see, is there any kind of symmetry and all this there? Is it? So what I have told you in the starting also, first I will take here a very small charge dq. Okay. So I will do like this here. And here electric field in which direction? Away. dE. This is theta. This is theta. Okay. Now you know very well, again we can take one more charge where just opposite to this charge dq. Here dq, and here again connect by like this here. And here dE will be in which direction here? In this direction here. Okay. Now here I have taken this dq, in which direction? Just opposite here. Okay. So here we can see, if we just resolve here the electric field and all that, so you know very well this angle is theta. That means here how much electric field? dE cos theta. And this side downward, how much electric field? dE sin theta. Okay. Similarly, if you see due to the another one also, this one here. This one we have done this to this dE. Now this due to this dE, again let's take here angle. This angle is anyhow theta is there. So this angle is also theta. So this side component how much? This will be dE sin theta. And this side component again how much? dE cos theta. So if you have taken just two small charges, dq by the symmetry, so you can see very well dE sin theta in opposite direction, it will cancel out. And both this dE cos theta in which direction? Same direction, they will add up. This is due to two charges. But if you take multiple charges, maybe this side, this side, this side, this side, is it? So what will happen that here in this situation, all this vertical component in dE sin theta, one plane will form that will be parallel to the YZ plane. There all this dE sin theta will cancel out. Okay. And all this electric field perpendicular to the YZ plane, this all will add up. Okay. So like this basic we have to use here. So first one what we'll do here, we have to write the electric field value due to which one? Due to this dE. Okay. So we can write here, see please, this dE is given by the formula K into dq by r square. Why? Because see, the charge is dq. This distance how much here? R. This distance is also r. Charge to the observation point. Okay. So K into dq by r square. Now after that here again which components we have to add up? We have to add the dE cos theta component here. Okay. So whatever I have told you, like this you have to write in the exam. See, as charge on the ring is symmetrical with respect to x-axis, and hence vertical component of electric field intensity will cancel out. Which component? Vertical component. And horizontal components will add up. So resultant electric field intensity at point P can be calculated as, see please, P. Which components we have to add up? We have to add a dE cos theta. Okay. Now put the value of dE, K into dq by r square. Cos theta value, can you see that triangle? See, I have drawn here that triangle here. This distance how much here? X distance. Here my observation point P, and this is the origin. How much distance? X distance. So this is X, this is R, and this is capital R. This angle theta. Okay. So can you see very well what is the value of the cos theta? Base by hypotenuse. This is base, this is hypotenuse. So how much to write here? X by r. This is the value of cos theta. Okay. This value we will put here now. X by r. Okay. So just let's see here what are the things are constant. K into x by r cube is constant, and here integration of dq. Is it? Now what will happen that this EP is given by K. Integration of the dq how much? Very easily we have to add all the charges. So kq. Q again, integration of dq is what? Q by r cube. Now by Pythagoras theorem you know very well what is this r. This r is given by r square plus x square power 1 by 2. Is it? This one will keep here. So what will come here? Hence electric field at point P is given by kqx. Smaller value how much here? R square plus x square power 1 by 2. But here one more 3 is there. So it will become what? It will become here 3 by 2. This expression you have to remember that. Very important. Okay. Next one, students, we are just going to see some cases. Now, how this electric field will behave near to the ring, far from the ring. Now, all these things we are going to see. So see please, cases of electric field intensity on the axis of the ring. First one, EFI at the center of the ring. So you know very well, center of the ring means observation point is where? This point P will come at O. So in this situation, this value of x will become how much? Just guess. This value of x will be 0. This value of x will be how much? 0. Okay. And here, just let me write here this electric field expression also that we have to use it. Correct now? I will write in a side somewhat. Okay. Let's see. Here I am writing kqx by r square plus x square power 3 by 2. This one we have to use it here now. So what we have to do here? This x we have to put a 0. Now just put the value of x 0. Then what will happen here? This electric field intensity at the center of the ring will be 0. Is it? Even you can see by the diagram also. See please here. Let's take this is the ring. The charge is uniformly distributed. So by your basic understanding itself, you can tell at point O electric field will be 0. Is it? Because electric field is a vector quantity. All these vectors will cancel out at point 2 and electric field will be 0. Next one, see please. Electric field intensity near the ring. Near the ring means what? That means observation point is the close compared to the radius of the ring. So near the ring means we can write here. If I write here, this the value of x. The value of x will be what? The value of x will be less than r. Or we can tell this x square plus r square approximately. X is very, very small. That means it will become what? It will become r square here. Okay. Hence, if I write here the electric field nearby. So just check this here. kqx. R square plus x square will become what? R square. That means r square power 3 by 2. How much? R cube. So here we can tell very well this electric field intensity near is directly proportional to x. Okay. It will just like a straight line graph. Similarly, EFI very far from the ring. Very far from the ring, what will happen, students? Just see please this. X is greater than r, or we can tell here x square plus r square is approximately how much? X square. Okay. Now what will happen that the electric field at far distance. Which one? Far distance. Here it was near, but here far. It is given by, see please again, kqx. And here what this will become here? It will become here x square power 3 by 2. Is it? So it will become here x cube, na? Just basic exponent. That means it will come here k into q by x square. So here what will happen that, students? You can see here. Here electric field is directly proportional to x. But here at far point, electric field is the inversely proportional to x square. That means when we are going away from the center of the ring. So what will happen that? Near point, when distance will increase, electric field will increase. But if we are going far point, when the distance is increasing, then electric field is the decreasing. That means here we will get 1 point. There electric field will be what? It will be maximum. Okay. See now. Maximum electric field intensity on the axis of ring. Okay. So as I told you very well here, for the maximum we have to use the basics. This d by dx should be how much here? 0. Maximum minimum constant. Okay. So this d by dx, and here what this will come here? We can write here kqx by r square plus x square power 3 by 2. Okay, and this we have to make it 0. So when you will solve this, students, it will come x equal to plus minus r by root 2. Okay, derivation is not that much important. You have to just remember the value here. Okay, hence the maximum value of the electric field, what we can get here, we have to just do kq x by r square plus x square power 3 by 2 is there. Now here we have to put x how much? R by root 2. Just put here r by root 2. Then you will get here k into 2 by 3 root 3 into q by r square. This value you have to remember that. Very, very important. Okay. Now students, you know very well here. If I write here the E versus X graph, we have seen very well. If we have seen nearby what was there? Directly proportional to X. Then we have got one maximum value. No, maximum value also we have got how much? This one here. Have to remember that. Like that I remember. And after that what is there? Far point. Far. And here what is there? This one is inversely proportional to x square. Okay. So can you see very well how the graph is going to be? This is O. Let's take this is x and this is E. So here we will get here. No, I have drawn here with one boundary actually. Here how much here? This value r by root 2. This value minus r by root 2. Left side of this electric field near point. Okay. So near point means what is there? Directly proportional. Like this here. Like this. After that what will happen? When we are going right side it will go like this here. Is it? So students, you can see very well. If I write here, this is the near point. Now E near, E directly proportional to x, E directly proportional to x, and right side of the r by root 2 value, what will happen? E is inversely proportional to x square, E is inversely proportional to x square.